Hey folks, it's Mahesh. Today I got my hands on one of Canon's pro level 4K consumer camcorders, the HF G60. I had to jump through a lot of hoops to get this brought down from the US. On the way, it's been opened and resealed multiple times by DHL and customs. So this has a 1-inch CMOS image sensor, 9-bladed circular aperture, Digic DV6 image processor, dual pixel autofocus, dual SD card slots, all the good stuff. Altogether this cost me almost $2,000 including the memory card and the extra batteries. So let's see if it works. Inside we get a warranty card that works only in the US and Canada. The user manual is of much higher quality than the stuff that comes out of China. Next we have the remote controller and battery. Using this you can zoom in and out, change menu settings, stop recording and take photos and so on. Next we have this. It's a ferrite core. It's used to wrap around the charging cable when charging the battery from the camcorder in order to reduce RF interference. I don't really need that because I bought a separate charger for the batteries. Much easier. Here we have the lens hood. It helps to minimize lens flares when recording video. Power cable, adapter, power brick. Supports 120 to 240 input voltage. This cable goes here and this end goes into the camcorder. Here's the separate charger I bought and the 2 extra high capacity batteries. And here's a surprise, a car charger that fits into the cigarette lighter port. Also bought a 256 GB high speed SD card, because the 4K recording bitrate is 150 megabits per second on this camcorder and will fill up memory cards real fast. And finally here it is, the Canon G60. It's pretty big and fairly heavy. The palm grip is nice and plush. It's got a pull-out electronic viewfinder, great for when it's too bright outside to see the flip-out screen. The battery is here. It's a small capacity one that's not gonna last long with 4K recording. The flip-out screen is pretty small actually with a huge bezel. It can be flipped over 180 degrees for vlogging. It's got a built-in 3-density ND filter that you can change with these buttons here. At the bottom you get the standard tripod mount. Push this to remove the battery. Here's the record button. Next to it is the magnification button. This magnifies the center of the display but only seems to work in manual mode. The lens is a Canon lens and supports 15 times optical zoom, and it's got a 9-bladed aperture. To turn on the camcorder, slide the switch forward. Oh, it's now working. Probably means the battery is dead. Let's change the original battery with one of the high capacity ones. And boom, it's on, baby. The LCD screen is unusually small considering the size of the camera and it's pretty dim. I'll have to turn up the brightness from the menu. The electronic viewfinder only works when the flip-out screen is shut. With this switch, you can adjust the focus of the viewfinder. The lens hood can be opened and closed with this switch. To attach it, you just need to screw it in. So it looks pretty good. Even though it's fairly heavy, the padding on the palm grip makes holding it pretty easy. At the top here you get the stereo mics, cold shoe mount here, and at the bottom a mini advanced shoe. With this button you can change from auto to manual. SD card slot is here. This supports dual memory cards. Push here for the menu and use the joystick to navigate through the menu settings. There are tons of options you can adjust, and some of them are only available in manual mode. The infrared sensor is here, so make sure to open the screen and point your remote in this general direction when using the remote controller. Under this flap, you get the DC in jack and a connector for an optional wired remote controller. This focus ring can be used to either focus or zoom by switching this toggle next to it. Under this flap, you get the HDMI out, micro USB, headphone, and external microphone jacks. And a huge surprise here, says it's made in Japan. When was the last time you ever seen that? Slide this button all the way back to access your recorded videos and photos. This button allows you to turn off the on-screen display. So with everything attached, including the large capacity battery, this camcorder weighs more than a kilo. It definitely dwarfs my previous Panasonic camcorder. I'll be posting full video quality samples and stabilization tests soon after I update the firmware on this, so stick around. See the link in the description if you want to buy one yourself. Thanks for watching this unboxing. See you later.